welcome to the story so far. This is Aaron.
And this is Steven.
And it's been a week.
So. It has.
New show, buddy.
And just so you know, this time it's my turn to be unprepared. Because I totally left my phone at home.
Crap's up with you, dog.
Look, man, I'm allowed 1 week that I'm not prepared, Mr. 2 weeks.
Oh, you're starting to piss me off, you little piglet son of a bitch.
You're not even going to be able to hear that.
If you want to bet, I bet you're going to be able to hear that pretty
I
well.
hope my mom hears that.
She doesn't watch the show, I'm pretty sure.
You don't think? I bet she does.
I know every time that I say something, she does.
That's right.
Because the very next day after it's posted, she calls me and is, what was that about? Or texting and saying, hey, I thought we talked about your language.
Well, hey, you know, I want to say happy birthday to my brother.
Happy birthday, brother.
Today is his birthday. I called him earlier and said happy birthday to him. So, bringing up the sports scores, or the football scores here.
All that's important is the Eagles didn't lose.
The Eagles didn't even play, folks.
That just means they didn't lose.
I'm just putting it out there.
And it was a bye week. Giants won.
Yeah, we're just throwing.
Before we get there, let's just throw the Giants out there. They won. Whoop-de-doo.
That's
What
right.
to do? They're 5-2.
27-23. They're top of the
Come on,
NFC
miss. I wasn't even a football
the
fan
NFC.
until you got freaking something by this dude.
I liked the Raiders before I liked the Giants.
What the heck is wrong with you?
I dated Brad.
Oh, well, that explains a lot. She doesn't like any football team until that's who she's dating.
Exactly. Exactly. That's
Hey.
all right. She's dating the most important person.
There has to be peace in the marriage.
You guys weren't married.
49ers pulled out a win over the Seahawks.
Hey, I wanted to ask about that game too. What is up with Harbaugh saying, no, I don't want the 2 points from the safety, just give me the ball? I can see some strategy in it, but why wouldn't you just take the 2 points and win 15-6?
I don't know. I would take the 2 points.
So I could see a strategy as far as, well, we can just take the ball and down it and make sure it's over because they scored a touchdown. But even then, it's at the most, it's 15-14.
Right. Another game of note, since we did mention the Raiders, they actually won this week against the Jaguars.
In overtime.
Sloppy.
You know, one thing I did want to talk about, and this relates to more than just their game, the Jets lost again. And bad week for Mark Sanchez. Eva Longoria and he are no longer together.
Well, she's got to have a winner.
I think that's why. I think she just wants to date winners. So I thought that I'd throw that out there. Also, speaking of the Jets, Tim Tebow officially copyrighted and patented Tebowing.
Stupid.
So it'll be interesting to see how he makes money off of that. Let's see here. What else have I got for football, if anything? I think that's probably it for football. But along with sports, Lance Armstrong, thanks to everything that's gone on with his doping allegations and all that, they stripped him of all of his wins on the Tour de France, and now they're going after all of his money, all of his earnings that he made off of those and the bonuses. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with him. You know, that's going to be a lot of money that goes down the tube from that. I mean, he's obviously not going to go poor because, you know, he had all of his endorsement deals and all that he's made money off of throughout the years.
Yep.
But with all that stuff coming to light over the last couple of years, you know, it's really hurt that guy's reputation. So, and the funny thing is that he's always tested clean.
I know.
So I don't know, you know, I obviously am not all that interested in it, or else I would have done a lot of research on it. But I think if you're testing clean, regardless of what anybody has to say about it, you should be vindicated. So unless they find a way to come back and retest his urine and all that from all those times ago. But I doubt that they would hold on to that to ensure that it breaks down over
Yeah.
time.
It'd be too potent or too watery by now.
Yeah, that's what I would think. So,
Hey, that was one of the things I was going to talk about.
well, bring it up. I think that's
Sorry.
pretty much it for. I think that's pretty much it for sports. Jazz lost to the Clippers the other night.
Yeah, but did you see how we spanked the Lakers?
Man, they are doing so good right now in the preseason. Yeah, they lost to the Clips, or not to the Clips, but to the Trailblazers.
We did lose to the Clippers, and then we beat them the next night, and then we lost to the Portland Trail Blazers.
Yeah.
I think they're playing another game tonight too.
Probably.
I think they're playing. I can't remember.
Take too long for me to pull it up, so I don't.
Oh wait,
I don't
was
know.
last night? Did they play last night?
Yeah, last night was when they played the Trailblazers.
They're not
and
playing
lost.
tonight.
So yeah, let's move on. Go ahead and blow that out. Thank you.
No problem. For all you comic book people and interesting people, I don't know. I get an email from Fandango.com pretty much every day. It lets me know what's going on in the movie world and everything. And Iron Man 3 trailer I think it's out now, isn't it?
We should say the first Iron Man 3 trailer.
Yes, that's true, because they will have multiples.
Yeah, they will have a few more. So.
But the first Iron Man 3 trailer is out.
And
So
have you seen it?
it looks really good, actually. I don't know, the first one I wasn't too impressed with. The second one was better.
Now we're talking the movies, right?
Yes. But this third one looks awesome. And maybe that's just because I'm more into it now ever since I watched the Avengers and all that stuff, so.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I've seen some stills from the movie, and I think it's definitely going to be the best out of the three. Usually by the third one, it used to be by the third movie, they were pretty well just phoning it in, and there's never really been a good third movie in a trilogy. But now lately, they've really started getting better, and Marvel's got their stuff together, man. I'm telling you, with all their movies, they're doing good. Iron Man comes out in May of 2013. Then I think you got Thor after that, and then Captain America after that. And they're building up to the Avengers Part 2, I think in 2015. But I'll tell you, Marvel, they've got their stuff laid out over the next 4 to 5 years as far as what movies they're filming, when they're filming them, when they're coming out. And, they're right on it. They're striking while the iron's hot and producing good films. Like I say, Iron Man 3 is really looking good. Everything else that's coming out after that's going to be good. It's all going to lead into the second Avengers, and I think it's going to be good.
I agree.
So, can't wait to see him. Another entertainment thing that I wanted to bring up is,
Breaking Bad. AMC. Dish Network.
what about it?
I have no idea. I don't have. Sorry, Dish Network.
See, you're just reading off my notes here. Reading off the notepad.
I came prepared to
For-
cheat.
For those of you that are Dish Network subscribers, which we are one, AMC and Dish Network settled their differences, and so AMC is back on Dish Network. Their sister channels that they have, the IFC, and I can't remember what other networks they've got, but those will all be back by November, which only about a week and a half away, I should say. But what that means for us is Walking Dead, Breaking Bad, Mad Men, a bunch of other shows that they have on there. So all you fans out there need to get caught up, so that way you can start catching up on the new seasons. I'm excited. I'm just set the DVR for The Walking Dead so that I can get caught up on those, and we'll get caught up on Netflix from season 2, so that way we can just move right into season 3. Breaking Bad, we just moved into season 3 of that, and I'll tell you, that show is,
It's good.
it's pretty damn good. Really liking it. So, I'm gonna hate the fact that when we do finally get all caught up, because then
Then you have to wait.
we'll have to wait every week, and we'll have to watch commercials and all that. It's nice not having to do that.
The Hoppa.
The Hoppa!
Get the hopper.
But yeah, that's so that's pretty exciting news. For those of you that are fans of Sons of Anarchy, wow, talk about a season that's going on.
So I actually have a few things to talk about.
Good.
I watched the news on Sunday. What? Have you heard about East High?
Yes.
Yes, I have.
I
Yeah,
told you about
yeah. Our producer, my lovely wife, told me about this.
Anyways, they were supposed to be like banned
State
from
champion.
the playoffs
Oh.
because they had ineligible players playing for them, like 6 of them or something like that. So but now the Board of Education has decided that they can, and they're the best team in the state of Utah, irregardless for some reason. I don't know. Maybe they let them play the whole season and just found out that they were playing ineligible players. But anyway, so they decided that they'd be able to be in the playoffs, but they wouldn't have their number 1 ranking. They'd be dropped to the 4th seed. And so Harriman's making a big to-do about it, and they actually had a big protest at Harriman High about it because they're the number 1 seed, and if East High beats whoever they play in the first round, then Harriman has to play them.
So Harriman just wants them to be out because they don't feel that they're better than East.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
It's always the lower ranked teams, the second ranked teams that always raise the biggest stink about
that's
it.
what I was going to tell you too. Did you watch the New England Patriots and Jets game this past week?
Yeah, we watched some of that.
Okay, right at the end of it, well, toward the end of it, the Jets weren't ready on defense, and the Pats got up and just hiked the ball, got a first down out of it, you know?
Yeah.
So the very next day, I get this notification from ESPN on my phone that the Jets contacted the NFL office about the Patriots hurry-up offense.
There's nothing wrong with that. By the way, we are going back into sports because the Chargers are being investigated for stickum.
That's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been caught using stickum by one of the line coaches in I can't remember what game it was, but it was one of their recent games that they were in, and found out that they were using a towel to get it to transfer it to the players' gloves. I think that's pretty funny that they would do it. I mean, they banned that back in the early '80s, and here you are trying to do it. I mean,
And apparently it didn't make them any better.
no. So
They still can't score a touchdown.
yeah, it's ridiculous the advantage that you're still trying to get. I mean, the advantage is go out there and work hard, practice hard, and hope that you get some good draft picks.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I definitely think that the Chargers need to be penalized for that.
Absolutely.
As far as the Patriots go with their hurry up offense.
But there's nothing wrong with it. I just thought it was funny that because the Jets lost, they were complaining. And you know, if they would have won, they would have been like, yeah, we were prepared.
Yeah.
Or something, you know.
Well, and it's not like the Patriots are the only ones that use it.
No, the Ravens do. A lot of teams go to it
Broncos do it a little bit because Peyton's loved that ever since he was in Indiana.
Yep.
So, yeah, so I think that's probably a non-issue. I don't think the league's going to do anything about that.
They won't.
So-
The other thing I was going to talk about was the Steelers game. Did you watch that? Toward the end.
No, I missed that game
Sunday
altogether.
night. They're trying to hurry and get down the field, and they're running out the clock, and the clock was running out, and the Steelers didn't want to burn a timeout, so their wide receivers standing in the huddle, and they're like, we need to call timeout. We need to call out timeout. So then Sanders acts like he's got a cramp, and he's standing there just fine, walking around. Then all of a sudden he goes, oh, and then like 2 plays later they punt it. Ben Roethlisberger pooched it, and got it down within the 10 or something like that. And the first person down there from the Steelers was the guy who faked the cramp in his hamstring. So yeah. Anyway.
I don't know. I honestly, I'd say dirty mind tricks like that are okay, because it's just a person trying to do it. You're not trying to bring some foreign substance into it.
That's true.
So I give them props for that.
That's
That's like trying to pull the hurry up offense when half the defense is in your backfield. Just so you can get that offsides ruling and move forward that way.
Yes.
So.
And then the other thing I want to talk about that I saw on the news was, did you hear about this girl named Whitney Webb or something like that? Brittany Webb? I don't remember her name. She was 15 years old and she died of a disease that, like, I don't know if it's no matter how much you eat or something, it affects the stomach, but it eventually just kills you. But the doctors were saying on the news that it's not the disease that kills you, it's kind of like AIDS. AIDS doesn't kill you, it attacks your immune system, and then you get pneumonia or something like that, and then that's what kills you.
Was she a blonde girl?
I don't know.
No, because that girl died.
She was buried.
The girl I'm thinking of died up in a canyon doing something or another.
She was buried in the dunes. It was an accident. I told Amy that her siblings, because they were playing, it was like a family vacation. I told her siblings are sitting in their bedrooms going, "Hey, it wasn't an accident." I know it was a bad thing to say, but it seemed funny at the time. It still kind of is.
We can't do these shows at our house anymore.
It's never mind.
On the death kind of note, last week I told you guys that I would have the suicide prevention hotline phone number. That is 1-800-273-TALK. That is 1-800-273-8255. Also, you can look them up online at suicidepreventionlifeline.org or suicidehotlines.com. Look them up. They've got information on there. I actually went to the suicidepreventionlifeline.org just to see what they had on there. They've got some information on there, and they actually have you, they connect you up with local people in your area, so they can give you directions on where to go as far as seeking some mental help and different things. So definitely, if you guys are ever feeling that you're down and just can't take it anymore, look them up online, call that number, 1-800-273-8255, and definitely get some help. Or like we say all the time, you can contact us on Facebook, send us an email, do whatever you got to do, and we'll try and be there for you. And then also another thing I wanted to talk about today, as far as death goes, it's just a death kind of moment. I was reading on Yahoo that Monster Energy drinks have been linked to 5 deaths.
Yeah.
One of those was a 14-year-old who drank 2 of them in 24 hours, and the doctor determined that one of the major contributors to her death was caffeine toxicity. So you definitely, it says, I'm pretty sure that it says on Red Bull and that you shouldn't drink them unless you're over the age of 18 or with parental consent.
That was a death finger right there.
Well, yeah. But you definitely need to watch out for that, especially with your children. Make sure that they're not ingesting energy drinks to that kind of a point. I'm not saying that you can't let your kids have some of it, but just be careful with it. I mean, kids already have enough energy. They shouldn't have to have energy drinks. But I know a lot of adults that love to drink them. So I think it's just something to put out there as a warning that it's probably fine to drink them, but same with alcohol or anything else.
In mediation.
Moderation.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I was going to say moderation, not mediation.
Mediate that crap too, man. Mediate that.
But one of the interesting things that I saw was along those lines where the FDA actually has strict limits on how much caffeine cola drinks can have in them. But as far as energy drinks, they don't.
I know.
So
Did you hear what New York's doing with their colas?
Maybe.
Dude, you can't buy anything over 16 ounces at one time.
Oh yeah, I did see that. As a matter of fact, that they're limiting that.
Yeah, they're
So
doing it to fight obesity, is what they say. But I don't know if it's gonna have any effect or anything.
it's not,
but
because you'll go in and buy some, and then you'll go back and buy some more after you're done. It's not going to help with that. I mean, people have just got to do things their own way, and you know, if you're happy being overweight, then so be it.
absolutely.
I mean, but you know, for those that don't like being overweight, then watch what you eat,
It's awesome.
exercise.
It's awesome to cut out cola because it does, on average, a person can lose 20 pounds a year just by cutting out soda pop.
Exactly.
But if a person wants to drink it, why are you going to limit it? I thought we were a country of freedom. So,
Well, careful what you say there, Jim.
I'm just saying.
I mean, you know, then you start
It's-
getting into the debate. Well, if we're country
I know.
of freedom, you know, why can't I just sit and smoke my crystal meth?
And that is true. I'm just saying, it's a choice, and they go out and get it. And yes, it's a choice to do that, and they can still go out and get it. But if I want to buy a 64-ounce Pepsi and drink that until my teeth rot out of my head, that should be my choice. It's like going to McDonald's, ordering a hot coffee, spilling it on yourself, and then suing them for multi-millions of dollars because you spilled hot coffee on there,
Yeah.
on yourself, you know?
Yeah. I
So-
agree with you.
Or some lady chopping her own finger off and putting it in her chili to try and get millions of dollars from Wendy's. Oh man, I remember reading that story. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
No, that's fine. That's fine. One last thing that I saw that I wanted to talk about was there's a student. I can't remember where he was at, but because I just kind of hurried and glanced at the story, but this student got suspended from his school for growing his hair long because it was against their dress code. So he got suspended for a dress code violation. The bad part about it is that he is growing his hair out for so that he can actually have it cut off for locks of love. And he had actually gone to the school board and the principal and all those people to see if they'd let him just finish growing it out. The minimum that Locks of Love will take is 10 inches, and he is at 9 inches, and they said, no, you got to cut it, and or you're going to be suspended. And so he said, screw that. His parents are supporting him with it. They said, you know, he's only got another inch, so we're going to stand by him and let him grow it out. And I think it's kind of stupid that they're not praising him for doing this and actually, you know, showing that he is an example for good to the rest of his schoolmates, you know, saying, hey, check this dude out.
Yeah.
Instead, they're trying to stifle this kind of creativity, and I think it's pretty stupid. So I definitely support the kid. You know, if one of my kids was doing that, I'd support him. So I hope that I hope the school changes their mind. And right now, I think he's only suspended for 2 days, and then he gets to go back. But who knows what happens after that? Honestly, I'm willing to bet that the school will probably expel him. So just because he won't conform to their dress code.
Well, I would have said yeah if it wasn't a big story, but now that it's on the news, I think that they'll be afraid of the retribution, because the community can have a powerful influence over things like that, you know?
That's true. That's what it will depend upon is the public outcry over it.
I agree.
So, anyway, I think that's all I've got as far as that kind of news for this week.
I've got something I'd like to add. Join us Friday. I won't be there, unfortunately, but join Aaron and his his wonderful wife and my sister and the Maverick and the Sweetheart Rebellion at the Five Monkeys. I think the address is 7th East, 4800 South. Double check that. And I think the doors open at 7. Show starts at 8 or something like that.
Something like that.
It's this Friday, the 26th. You can probably go to Maverick and the Sweetheart Rebellion on Facebook, or they've got a website, right? That they can go to and figure all that out. Or you could probably just go to the Five Monkeys online and find it out as well.
Yeah.
So,
Also that night, for those of you that don't want to come and join us at our costume party, which is going to be fabulous, Opal Hill Drive is putting on a show at Liquid Joe's. I'm not exactly sure what time that one starts up, but it's going to be a naughty Halloween show. So
Theirs is also, it's a naughty Halloween costume party.
who's?
Opal Hill Drive.
Oh, yeah. So, you know, if you want to slut it up, head up to Liquid Joe's. Either show is going to be good. Opal Hill Drive is really good.
Fabulous. Name that movie, sucker.
Couldn't even tell you, pal.
What?
The Mask.
But you're close. It is a Jim Carrey movie.
I don't know.
Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there you go.
After he shaves his new head. What's that?
That sounds fun.
That's fun.
Oh, jackpot.
Anyway, so yeah, join us in one of those two shows, and
They must be on.
that's right.
What?
They must be on.
Anyway, I think we're gonna get out of here for the week, and we'll definitely have some updates. Hopefully, I might take the camera down with us to our costume party and get some film footage
You
of that.
better, dude.
Oh, you're starting to piss me off, you little piglet son of a bitch.
That's right. So anyway, I think we'll catch you guys next
Wait,
week.
hold on, I want to see this real quick. Does it have anything about...
You know, if you get sweaty and want to take your shirt off, that'd be just fine. Tie it in a knot, get you.
We need to end the show.
Alright, fine.
Jackpot.
Give me your sign off.
So, that's it for the week. It's been Steven.
Perhaps we could work something out.
And Aaron. And we'll
See you
catch you
next
guys
week.
next week.